Alright everyone, welcome back to another video on my Unreal tutorial series channel. So we are gonna be continuing with our combat segment. We just set up the basic attack, I think. Here we go. Basic attack is set up and you can see that we have some sliding going on. I forgot to tell you in the last video, but my preferred approach is to actually use the root motion animation that is actually sliding inside of the animation instead of the notifier way, because if you're doing the notifier you actually have to call this function, and it's a multicasted function that has to be called every time you do an attack. That might not, or actually we're calling the multicast function anyway, but it's another multicast function. So then it's, for this way, it's two multicasted functions, and with the root motion it's only one, and the only function we need is the actual attack function. So it's a little bit better for performance in my opinion. So in this video we are gonna be adding combos. So we're gonna do one attack, two attacks, three attacks, and depending on when we press the button we're gonna do different attacks. So right now we have one attack hard coded. I want you to right click, search for select node, and what this select node does, it chooses different options depending on the integer that you feed it. If we plug it in here to the animation montage, you can see it adapts and gives us animation montages. So let's plug in A in option 0, add another pin, B in option 1, and C in option 2. Compile, no, we need a wildcard, and for the wildcard for now, let's do a random integer in range between 0 and 2, because the options are 0 and 2. So it's gonna give us a random attack of these three. And also I set up in between videos, I did the same. I added the root motion slide on the other attacks as well. Save everything, and it should now give us a random attack. It is not. Why is it not giving us a random attack? That's really weird. Now it is. Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay, it was just unlucky. You can see it gives us random attacks. So you can do this in whichever way you want to. I guess one option could be to add a shitload of attacks and just randomize it. It actually looked better than expected with just random. It's working. It looks alright. We don't want to use random though. We want to create a specific combo, because most of the times that will look better. So the easy way to do that is simply to just change this integer to a specified number whenever we want to. So delete the random and instead right click and promote variable. We're gonna call this combo count. And it's gonna be 0 for starters, but whenever we attack, we are gonna increment it. No, yeah, we are. So whenever we attack, increment it, ++. There we go. That means that it's gonna be +1 every time we attack. So that means that the first time we attack should be the basic one, second and third. And then nothing happens after the third attack because we keep increasing it and we don't have more options. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that if the combo count is 2, it needs to go back to 0 after we play the montage. So do we do a select or a branch? Let's do a... I guess there are multiple ways to do this. 1 second, let me check how I did in my other project. Alright, here's an easy way to do it. So just add a branch, and we are gonna get the combo count. Let's see. If it's more than if it is more than 2, if it is more than 2, no, actually, because we're doing this anyway, so if it is, let me see, it is 2, we attack, that makes it 3 when we increment. That means that this is gonna be called for 2 or more. So if it's 2 or more, set combo count to 0. But otherwise we already incremented it, so it's fine. So we don't need to do anything from the false. Let's see if that works. It does. Perfect. These attacks are bad though, or this combo is bad in general, because the first and the second attack and the first and the third attack look so similar, so it looks like we're doing 2 attacks in a row when we get to the third one, as you can see. So I didn't see that, but Greystone character probably has a 4th attack as well. So we're just gonna do this to 1 more for now, just to make it look better. So as you can see, we're doing different attacks now. So I'm just doing it like this so you can see how easy it is. So perfect. So basically, yeah, perfect. So this number here is gonna be the amount of attacks in your combo total. So create another variable for that. No, actually don't create a variable for that now. We're gonna do some other stuff later. But here we go. So this is an easy combo system. There's one thing though. If we attack and wait for a little while, we still do the second animation. If it's a combo, right, it's only gonna go to the next attack if we recently did the first attack. So we also need a function for that. So into the function, call it reset combo timer. Actually just call it reset combo, and the only thing you need to do here is you need to set the combo count back to 0. and then go back into your attack function. And before we do all this, you want to set timer by function name. And the function we're gonna use is the reset combo. You don't want this one to be looping, and we're gonna do 1 second. So if we don't do the next attack within 1 second, we are not gonna move to the next attack. And when you're new to Unreal, you're probably gonna try to do this with delays and things like that. And you can set it up with delays, but it's gonna be annoying to do that. I think there is, isn't there a new node now? I think there is a new node for like repeating delays or something that makes it, because the problem now is if I would use a delay, if I used a delay to do this, it would just be weird. And if I just use a delay and then after a certain time reset it to 0, that's always gonna trigger, even if we're spamming the attacks. So it's gonna randomly like go back to 0 for every attack, but this way should work. Yeah, perfect. So if I attack repeatedly, we do different attacks, but if I don't attack repeatedly, we do the same attack. Exactly how we want it to work. Perfect. Yeah, that's a good solution. So what's the time? It's 12 minutes in. So now we want to make this a little bit more modular, because we have our weapon. So we want all these attacks and things to depend on our weapon. You can obviously set this up whichever way you want to, but we have our weapon here, right? And this weapon contains nothing right now. So we want to decide like what attack animations we're doing depending on the weapon we're using, or that's the way I'm gonna set it up. You can obviously do it with skills instead or whatever. Let's see. We have the weapon details. It was a while ago, so I just need to know what we added. Yeah, okay, yeah, so we did add these weapon details. We have the mesh details and everything, so we can just add it on our instances. So we also want to make sure that we have our attack animations. So in the enums and structs, create another structure, blueprint structure, and call this one S for structure underscore combo details, and create another one, S underscore attack details. So the attack details is gonna be the attack itself. So that's an attack. So that's an animation montage. And what you can do here is for the different attacks, you can do like damage, for instance. So every attack does different damages. So let's do that for now. And in the combo details, we're gonna do max our combo amount. So that's going to be how many attacks are there in this weapons combo total. We're going to do attack 01. And attack 01 is an instance of the attack details. So what we want to do here is we want to type s attack details. And the same for attack 2. And right now I'm only using 2 animations, but you can obviously do as many as you want. But remember, so when we do this, since it's an integer, this number is going to be 1 less than your total number. As you can see, there are 3 attacks here. Or no, I'm using 2 attacks, so there are 2 attacks. So this number is 1, since it's 0 and 1, because 0 counts as an instance. And we already had our weapon details, so we also want to add the s_combo details here as well. I'm just gonna call it attack combo details here, because otherwise I'll get confused later. Perfect. So now inside of the we need to compile the master one. So you can see now on the weapon details variables we have this attack combo details now as well, where we can set the different attacks and everything, and you can, as I said, add as many as you want to. So this is a very modular way to do it. It makes it very easy to add weapons later. So if we go into our sword, you can see that we have all these different things now. Instead of just the mesh details, we also have our attacks. So the combo amount is gonna be, I should probably call it max. I'm gonna call it max combo amount instead. I already got a little bit confused. The max combo amount is gonna be 1, but it's actually 2. So maybe we can tooltip it. No, let's do it like that. It's actually gonna be 2, but as I said, 1 less than the actual 1. And then we're gonna get our attacks into the sword, the first one, and the second one. Attack A and B. And then so now we have these references to the attacks through the sword itself. And we have our equipped main hand already. So get the main hand, break the main hand, and we now have these attack combo details here so that we can break. And we got our attack 01 and attack 02, and why aren't... yeah, we need to break them as well. Break attack 01 and break attack 02. So there we go. Plug in the 1 into this option 0 and the 2 there. Are you following me? I hope so. So what you could also do is obviously in your attack combo details, you could obviously keep adding attacks. We could do attack 03 as well. Compile everything. Don't crash on me. Oh my god. I'm gonna pause the video. And there we go. No harm done. I added this combo third, so I'm just compiling everything. And inside here now we have 3 attacks. So obviously you could plug that one in. Oh, sorry. Here. And it doesn't really matter, because this is also a good way to do it, because different weapons can have different max attacks, and we are easily controlling it in the weapon blueprint with the max attack, max combo amount anyway. So even though I plugged in 3 animations, we're still just gonna do 2 there. So if I press play now, you can see nothing happens when I attack, but if I equip my sword, I can suddenly attack. So that's really nice. Great, right? So yeah, that's an easy way to set up attack combos. I hope I didn't forget anything. We did set it up fairly modularly and it's looking alright. So yeah, perfect. I'm not sure what I'll do in the next video. We still have a long way to go. We need to create an AI that we can actually attack. We need to apply damage. We need to do some other stuff as well. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Bye!